really hope you guys can't hear that. It's really annoying. I don't know what it is. Someone's doing something outside, but we're gonna roll with it because today we got some mail. All right, we have 2 packages here, and it was sent in 2 packages because when I ordered one, it was maybe less than 5 minutes that I decided I wanted to order the second one. So I think in this title, you guys will already know, these are the new updated version 2 or Mark II of the infamous Peter McKinnon Polar Pro collab filters. One of which is super awesome because it's one of the first, I believe, that has like a mist slash plus a variable ND filter like within. So that's what I'm really excited. That was the first one I bought. Jesus, what is that noise? Hold on. Oh my God, I don't know what that noise is at all. So we're just gonna keep going and let's hope it drowns out. Right. So yes, the Polar Pro, the one with the mist plus a variable ND filter as well, is probably one of the most. It's probably the one that I was really most excited about to check out because I did get the Cinebloom filter from Moment a little while ago when that was released. I thought that was really awesome. That was my first ever diffusion of some sort. So that's been fun to play around, but during daylight or harsh light, it was really hard to add and stack another filter on top, a variable ND filter, because I did notice a lot of vignetting on the sides, which supposedly that's what this is supposed to solve. So we got both of them here. I do have the original or first version of the 2 to 5 stop 82mm just regular variable ND filter, which is this one. This is going to be the signature one. So I also got 2 to 5. I was tempted to get the, 6 to 9 stop because I already have a 2 to 5, but the 2 to 5 is the one that I use most. So I wanted the updated one in the one that I use most, and I'm debating on whether or not to sell the other one, or maybe it's nice to have 2 filters. I don't know. I'm still on the fence here. And then of course this one is the Mist Edition. I think, right? Yep, the Mist Edition. So let's open this one first, the Mist Edition, because this is the one that I'm most excited about. Now this packaging is a lot different from the first version. The first version, they really kind of went all out as far as packaging and like promotion. They really went all out. The box is beautiful, which is why I kind of don't want to sell it because it seems like a collector's piece, honestly. So this one is more environmental conscious packaging. So, you know, yay Earth, I like Earth, so all good for that. We have here Peter McKinnon's famous signature, and we're here already greeted with the lens. So this is the Mist Edition. Let's see, we got some goodies here in the back. We got a little card here, just stating what it was, and then we get a nice, pretty big, microfiber cloth, and it has the, well, on both sides is it branded? Nope, just right here, bottom left corner, you got the Polar Pro and Peter McKinnon like signature logo with the edition, maybe you guys can see that. And then at the very, very bottom, it says Edition Mark II. So you get a microfiber cloth. Can never have enough of those. Ooh, this feels cool. I know it's supposed to be a super easy mounting system thing. I don't really understand what or how, but let's see here. Okay, so you wow, okay, so you guys haven't seen me touch it yet. There's a huge fingerprint on this ND filter. I don't know if you guys, do you see like that white spot? It's smack dab in the middle. You see it, right? That's a smudge, that's a fingerprint. That should not be there. So let me go ahead and use this microfiber cloth and clean that off because this is supposed to be like smudge fingerprint free. Given the way that it's mounted, or like mountable, you shouldn't have to touch it. All right, much better, that's gone. You don't see that white spot in the middle. See how it's nice and clean? Much better. So apparently this is supposed to just Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? So then this, once you unscrew the back, you should be able to then screw this onto the front of the lens and then I think twist back or something like that and take out the front. And then you'll be able to screw this back onto the case itself for safekeeping, or I don't know, something like that. But this is the Mist Edition. Let me just go through the unboxing first of both of them. All right, so same experience here. All right, microfiber cloth. Same here, it says edition numero dos on there. Mark II. Okay, let's see if this one has any smudges on it. So this one is just the regular variable ND filter, the Mark II version. This one just has a little speck of something. I don't know if you guys can. It's really hard to see. There's a speck on there. Okay. But same thing, same mounting experience where you should not have to touch the actual glass of the filter, and easy storage. I am wondering if this top part can be used as a lens, what's it called? Lens cap type of thing, because that is one of the things that I really enjoyed about the Mark I was having that Polar Pro Defender lens cap. I use that all the time when I have the variable ND filter on, especially on the 16-35. It just protects it very well. I even went out and bought another supposedly 77 to 82 millimeter Polar Pro Defender that I have now on my 24-105. That way both of my most used lenses have that Polar Pro Defender lens cap. Just eased my mind knowing that both my lenses were protected. So I'm curious to know if these will fit, as if this top part can be kind of a lens cap, or if I'm now gonna have to kind of remove the ND filter once I'm done shooting. But I'm going to pause here really quick and hopefully have this stupid noise pass. That's whatever's going on outside. It's really it's annoying me, and I want to review this footage to see if it's been super noticeable, because then we'll just have to start all over, whatever. But and then also give me a chance to figure out the best case scenario on how to use this, hopefully outside. But again, I really need that noise to stop. So I'm gonna pause right here. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so we're gonna take this shoot now outside. I'm gonna be bringing both of the new filters. Grizzly, hold on. We'll be going outside in a little bit. I'm gonna be bringing along both of the new filters, the Mist and the Edition 2, as well as the first edition of the Polar Pro Peter McKinnon variable ND filter, as well as the Cinebloom for Moment. Just to kind of get an idea, kind of to go back as far as, especially when comparing with the Mist Edition, just to see how well it, or the difference between stacking a variable ND filter versus actually having one that's already together. It's kind of warm, it's smack dab in the middle of the day. I did want to do this test when it's really sunny, so I wanted to take a quick moment. We're literally just going to be slapping on and switching out these ND filters and seeing what differences we see or what results we see with each of these filters. Now also, side note, now that we have these like cases that you don't essentially have to touch the lens at all, does it make this filter case useless now? Interesting. So since all I'm bringing is my camera, the tripod, 4 filters, the GoPro, so I can kind of show you guys what it looks like. We're gonna be going out into my front yard just because I don't really have any good spots to record. That's when this low pro Freeline will come in handy for shots like this where I literally just need a few items and that's it. So let me just pack this up. Boom, boom. Oh, I guess I should be bringing the clamp for the GoPro. I'm gonna pack that. Okay. Got the clamp, maybe I can put this on a tree or something. I don't know, we'll see. I'm also bringing a microfiber cloth. And we're good to go. Let's go, Grizzly. All right, first test. This is no ND filter, as you can tell. You see how blown out this picture is. I'm at about a 3.5 f-stop, which is kind of what I like, so I can differentiate myself from the background, get that nice little bokeh in there. but clearly in the middle of the day, the sun is just coming out of a cloud, unusable. So let's start with our first filter. We're gonna go ahead and do the just the signature edition, the Mark II. We'll see how that looks. Again, this is gonna be a 2 to 5 stop, so I may still have to adjust the f-stop. But, okay, so we're at right now at a 3 stop. This is now at a f-stop. This is now at the 5 stop as far as the ND filter. It doesn't look good, it's a little dark. But maybe if we pump the ISO a bit, and maybe even a 4. I think a 4 is a huge difference compared to no filter at all. So I did bump the ISO. Let me double. So currently ISO 200. I'm still at a 3.5 f-stop, 1/50 shutter. So wait, how do I attach this? Oh. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the second version. Some dogs are going crazy back there. So this is Mark II. You can see some detail and some color in the sky behind these trees, as well as my face isn't so like blown out or super hot. Now, fun fact, you do actually screw on the back of this little holder thing to the front of the lens cap thingamabobber, and then this could be your lens cap. I'm not sure if it's the same as toughness goes as the Polar Pro Defender caps, because this kind of has like, I don't know, it sounds like it could break. It doesn't have that like rugged rubbery feel to it. I don't know, but you could use this as your lens cap when you're done shooting. All right, so enough of this one. Let's just try out the f-stops. I keep saying f-stops. Let's just try the stops on the filter itself. So this is at its lowest. So this is stop number 2. No settings have been changed on the actual camera. So this is a 2. The haptic feedback thing on the ring is actually really cool. That's kind of an awesome feature. All right, so now we're at 3, 4, and 5. See, so I honestly think that even a 6 to 9 stop would have just been too much for me. I think a 2 to 5 was pretty good. And so this is at the sun is behind a cloud right now, so I think that 4 is right, pretty good. Now let's switch to the first version. Let's just see what the difference is between them, if you see any differences. I have sunglasses, so I won't be seeing anything until I'm actually editing. So all right, let's see how this removal thing works. All right, so this is the 2. Let me zoom out here. This is at the 2 stop. That's 3. That's 4. So this is where I really want to compare, since I was more at the 4 at the last stop. With the last filter, I was at number 4. So let's see maybe a side-by-side here. And then we're gonna go to stop 5. All right, so hopefully there's some differences. Hopefully there's some improvements. Yeah, back to 4. Now we're gonna switch to Cinebloom. I'm gonna wait for this bus to pass. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be a fair comparison. Right now I have the Cinebloom. This is the 20% for moment. I'm going to stack it with the Mark I variable ND filter. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a fair comparison, as far as after this we will put on the mist and variable ND filter on. This, as you can see, there's some vignetting on the sides here because I do have the 2 filters stacked. In order to take that out, I am having to zoom in a little bit. I think that pretty much gets rid of the vignetting. So again, not sure if this is a fair comparison, but this right here, just so you guys know, and I also I'm curious to know how it differs from Polar Pro's Mist Edition. But this is the Cinebloom 20% and a variable ND filter Mark I on top. This is what it looks like. The sun is coming out again from the clouds, so it might be even a little bit too hot. Now let's try the Mist Edition. Okay, so now we have the mist here. We're at 2 stop. Ooh. Stop number 3. And again, this is the Mist edition. Number 4. And do you see any, I'm zoomed out to the full 16. I am shooting on the 16 to 35. Do you guys see any vignetting? I don't think I do. It's kind of hard recording with sunglasses. You can't see anything. And then this is stop number 5. Again, no changing in the settings of the actual camera itself. So I think a 4 still is probably the best. And I'm not sure if the whole mist thing is showing any effect. If you guys can tell that I have the mist filter on. So all right, I'm ready. I'm curious to see the results, and that's gonna happen inside of the studio. So let's go back in there so I can actually see what I'm recording. Did work up a little sweat out there. It's pretty hot. All right, so we're back at the studio. Just finished watching the footage that we did outside. And I have to say, the Signature Edition Mark II is actually pretty noticeably different and better than Mark I, which obviously, of course, going from 1 to 2, I mean, you would expect that, but oftentimes, just because they add a couple of different features, they say that's a Mark II and that's enough. But truly, the way that the ND filter actually works was a lot better than the Mark I. Now, of course, this isn't to say that the Mark I or first edition is crap, not at all. It's still truly a really, really good ND filter. But if you're picking between the two, and if I believe they're about the same price, without a doubt, go with the Mark II. I like the way that it still kept the colors of the camera. I don't know, something about it. I don't know technical terms, but you guys saw there the difference between Mark I and Mark II. Me personally, I really loved Mark II. I felt like it kept the image just looked better. As far as the Mist Edition, this clearly wasn't like a great first look at the Mist Edition because it was like really sunny. If anything, I was more looking forward to seeing how the vignetting, if there was any. And it's awesome that I can, you know, report fully and confidently that there's no vignetting with using the Mist Edition. And you also get that haptic feedback as far as like the variable ND filter goes, so you can still move that around. And I think this is great for day stuff. It's just one filter, you don't have to stack any more glass. Now, as far as these cases, man, these front things are fingerprint. Can you see that? I mean, I'm not super sweaty, but any little thing, it's fingerprint magnet. So that's one thing to note, just quick little fun fact throwing out there. These are super easy to put on and off once you get the hang of it. I really do like the system, but again, it just goes back to like, why do I have this now? Like, am I even gonna be using this anymore? I do, I have to, because I still have the Mark I as well as the Moments Cinebloom filter in here. But it's like, now I have to carry this and these two. Definitely a problem I want to have, but it's just something, just thinking out loud here. But as far as a quick review of these two filters, I'm pretty impressed. I'm really excited to actually put these in real world case scenarios. I'll definitely be bringing these for work and hopefully testing these out. Although in Chicago, it's pretty cold. Hopefully Chicago, I'll get some really cool usage out of these filters, even these older ones as well. I still have yet to do a really cool like night shoot with the Cinebloom, but maybe once I'm in Chicago, maybe that might be something that I'm gonna take advantage of and really get to test out the Cinebloom. So look out for that. Maybe that's something that I'll be planning to do next month. But as far as this video, comment down below if you guys have any questions about either of these, the Mist or the Signature Edition Mark II. Really good filters. I'll be posting those links down below if you're interested in checking these out, as well as the Mark I and Moment Cinebloom if you're interested in that as well, as it is a lot cheaper than these. These are pretty expensive, not gonna lie. Other than that, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. I've been seeing some new people on there, so thank you so much for joining. Be sure to subscribe, it's free and it really helps out the channel a whole bunch. Thanks for watching another long one, but I think this one was granted as we're checking out two filters and comparing them with two other filters. But keep on the lookout for the next upcoming videos. I'm looking forward to really getting to use these out in the real world. And let me know if you guys bought any of these and what case scenarios you're using these ND filters for. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.